Yo, just checking to see the audio on this iPhone. Trying to hit my macros. Just ate some homemade pasta. About to make a protein shake. I let go, man. Yeah, I let go. I let go of a lot of things recently. I let go of fear. I let go of old stories about who I am, projected onto me and interpreted and manifested in certain ways. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm sorry.
I know, it's good. Yeah, that's just how life unfolds, you know? Hopefully the audio in here is pretty good. Who knows? Bro, I let go of trauma, bro. I let go of, like I said, fear. I let go of who I thought I was to make space for who I am. Let's talk about it, you know? I've been watching a lot of this guy Frank Yang's videos, man, about consciousness, non-duality, letting go, the mind, the nature of the mind, and all these things. Very interesting cat, you know, and I really respect his, not only his intellectual and philosophical expositions, but also his artistic merit. And his just sense of individuality, you know what I mean? Not being concerned with anything, especially when it comes to his art, like just being concerned with, he has a sort of abandon about himself, as in he's okay with showing the grotesque, the beautiful, all of these things, because it forms what I've been calling narrative chiaroscuro, which is a reference to this term, this Italian term used to refer to this Italian technique. I believe it originated in the Renaissance, or allegedly originated in the Renaissance, of using light and darkness, contrast between light and shadow, to create a beautiful image, to create a beautiful composition. And we see these things in our lives. I had a dark night of the soul experience where my sense of identity was called into question. I was forced to reevaluate myself and let go of things that were not serving me, and truly just be who I am every day and every moment. And with that, I let go of my fear, because letting go of like certain expectations, certain preconceived notions, certain stories I've told myself or been told or have accepted. I'm applying a beginner's mind, a Zen mind, to everything, that of learning and unlearning. So this is a short video. I started tracking my macros too, just following my intuition, man, following what my spirit tells me to do. And it's working, man, you know? But first, again, when you're consuming that bullshit, you're consuming pornography, things like that. This isn't to say, like, bro, it's been a process. Like, you gotta, like, in my opinion, the way to quit anything, Frank Yang was talking about this, is just to be aware and conscious of how you feel when you do it. And if eventually you're gonna begin shifting, like you're gonna begin shifting each iteration of the time you partake in an activity that you're trying to relinquish, there's gonna be a certain subtle change if you can be aware of your own psyche in that way. But I'm not gonna get too much into that right now. But I've also been learning a lot about the fundamental nature of man, like the spiritual nature of man. One of those things is, you know, it's necessary to take action. Man is destined, bound to take action, to exist. And I read somewhere was listening to an audiobook the other day. I'm not going to reference it directly because that's part of the mystery, I suppose. But this woman said that men strive, like men basically, not only does the world not see men as enough of an end in and of themselves, and this goes in a little bit of philosophy, but men also don't see themselves as an end in and of themselves, right? So what do I mean by this? I mean that men need to do something. And oftentimes, men have this need to be bound by something, right? A code, ethics, religion. Bound to something, like a woman or another man, who knows? But the point is, men have a desire to be bound by something, to be governed by something. It's not enough merely to exist. One must exist to serve something for the purpose of something. And just even thinking about that allowed me to kind of be more aware of how that creeps into my own psyche, because I think it's a part of many men, because I think we're socialized this way. To kind of unpack that, what that really means. And also the question is, what are you serving? You know? I don't think, for most men anyways, it's enough to just serve yourself or to be self-serving or to be apply what they call ethical egoism like Ayn Rand. I mean, for some people, that's sufficient, but oftentimes something greater or more with a sense of mystique or that defies our rationale is something that we tend to lean to, like spirituality. And I think that when we find joy in something and serving something that may not be bound by the laws of reason or logic in all instances, we can surrender to the tide of fate while carving out our own destiny. I liken it to a surfer, right? A surfer, at least my interpretation, having never surfed, is when I see a surfer, I see the power of nature. The surfer has not mastered nature. The surfer is blessed by nature to be able to not even really channel, but to use the current of energy that nature provides for a purpose that serves them. Right? But a surfer cannot make the wave. Surfer, it's no use in a surfer getting angry at the waves or to be angry when the tide is low, and there will be no surfing. I'm not sure if that made sense, but does it need to? I forgot to say, what's up guys, Iceman here. Leave a comment, your thoughts about the video. I never really say that, but leave a comment, leave a like. I want to grow my channel. I want to reach out and reach people that are interested in similar content. I've been watching a lot of videos of similar formats of just guys talking. And it's good to have this like sort of discourse. So, stay frosty. Peace.